Here we have the outside of the Mobilvetta K-Silver I. If we firstly come to the gas locker, you'll see that we have room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits up the top here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the gas bottle, and it is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top here. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Next we have both vents for the fridge freezer. We don't need to do anything with these, but just make sure nothing is obstructing them and try to limit the amount of water sprayed at them when washing the motorhome. Next we have the location of the Thetford toilet cassette. To remove the cassette, just lift and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. The cassette also empties from here as well. Just remember that when pouring away to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. This is also a nice quick and easy way of giving the cassette a good clean. If you do need to gain full access inside, this whole section can be removed. You'll see at the moment this arrow is pointing at the locked point. All we do is rotate it until this is at this point here, and then you can remove. All of these cassettes now are on wheels with extendable handles. Next we have external TV and satellite points. We also have a Continental plug and a Continental 12-volt plug. Here we have access to the garage. So in here we have the winding handle, which attaches magnetically to wind the rear bed up and down. We also have the ladder in here as well, the light just here. And then if we just get inside and open the door just here, we actually have the location of the boiler itself. All we really need to know about the boiler is how to drain it down for winter, or if you don't want to travel with water on board full stop. You'll see this little device just here, which is the drain valve. These particular drain valves are also automatic, so if it's closed and the internal temperature around it drops below 3-4 degrees, it will automatically drop the water out. It's currently in the open position, so down, if you follow my finger down here, there's a little button that's popped out. To reset it, if we now twist like so and then push it in, it will then be in the locked position. Then all we need to do is fill the fresh water tank up, turn the water pump on, and then it will begin to prime the boiler. If we're fully winterized, we will need to open the taps. They'll cough and splutter as they push the air out. Once they're running freely, close, and then the system will fully prime. If this does go into auto drain because it's too cold, all that will happen is the blue button will pop out and you just need to push it back in to reset it. If it's not staying in, it's just too cold and you'll need to turn your heating on to allow it to go back in. If we're going to drain it manually, all we need to do is just twist here, the blue button pops out and it drains down. If we now come back outside again, if we now look up, we have the Fiamma roll-out canopy. Just winds at this point here, so just hook the awning winding handle into here, wind the canopy out, and then drop the legs. As we now come round to the rear and then to the other side, again we can gain access to the garage from this side as well. We have the flue for the Truma boiler just here, exactly the same as the fridge vents, just make sure nothing is obstructing it. Mains hook up just here. Fresh water into the van just here. As you can see, the cap is lockable. And then diesel fill just here. Diesel cap unlocks on the ignition key. Bonnet release is tucked down just in here.